Huge rush. Okay, no lyrics allowed. Content ID always gets lyrics. I'm probably never going to use these spells, but I like having my spell list full, because that's nice. So now you can be promoted as soon as you get the airship. Yes, that's why I generally don't do the Castle of Ordeals until after the Ice Cave, because you don't really get much from the Castle of Ordeals. I'd rather just fly there and pick up the tail when I'm ready, but you know, we did it early for the bracelet. Okay, so Temper, I looked it up, is actually completely bugged in this version. It's supposed to raise the caster's attack stat or damage stat by quite a lot. And if it did work, this would be a reasonably useful spell for a Black Mage to get through some magic-resistant bosses. Unfortunately, it does not work. So, forget it. Slow does work. It cuts the number of attacks an enemy can do in half. Actually, no, it changes the multiplier to 0. So, math-wise, it's weird. Whatever. Point is, you get less attacks, and then Dark lowers their hit rate and evasion rate a little bit. So, they do something. I'm not sure if I'll ever cast them, but there you go, we bought them. Now for level 3 magic, Lock 2. Lock is supposed... Yeah, it's not exactly a multiplier of 0. Basically, there's a stat for hit multiplier, but I use that with air quotes. 1 means the same as always, like whatever your current stats suggest. 2 means double that, as in you cast fast. 0 means you get 1 hit per turn. I'm pretty sure that's how the flags work in the game. It's just, you know, it's not a ×1 multiplier. It's a zeros out. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know how they did the math. Anyway, so Lock 2, the way Lock is supposed to work is it targets an enemy and reduces their evasion so that you can hit them easier. You're locking onto target. That's what the manual says. Lock 1 is bugged and will do nothing. Lock 2 is also bugged, and instead of lowering their evasion, it will increase their evasion. So this spell buffs your enemy. So we're not buying that. The hold spell actually can work, and there's even a couple bosses that are, quote, weak against it, and by that I mean about 10% of the time it will work. So, instead of 0, it's 10%, you know. Of the level 4 spells, Sleep is also bugged in the sense that it will put an enemy to sleep, but they will always recover from it next turn. There is supposed to be a formula based on, I believe, their current HP, and over time they will wake up from the spell. That doesn't work, they just wake up immediately. So that's pointless. Fast is the spell that doubles your number of attacks per turn. And Confuse, although I probably won't use it, it can confuse the entire enemy group. And they do not recover from this one in a single turn. They will sometimes waste a few turns attacking themselves, which isn't bad. So, there you go. Sleep 2, the chance of it applying, there is sort of an accuracy stat with every spell. So Sleep 1 has a low magic accuracy. I use slow in air quotes because the difference is not much different. But it has a lower chance to affect, and it hits the entire enemy group with normal sleep. And Sleep 2 has a higher chance of applying and works on a single target. That's the concept. In practice, they're about almost identical chance to hit, and Sleep hits everything. And it only lasts 1 turn, so none of them are very good. Interestingly, I looked it up. The Fear spell actually lowers another hidden stat called Morale, and that's the same stat that causes them to run away when you're a high level. Like, if I fight some stuff around here, there's a good chance they'll just run away. Fear actually works on that concept. And some bosses, if you cast Fear enough, you can actually get them to run away from you. You can get carry to run from you as a boss battle. Which is kind of neat, but very difficult. The emotional toll on the Black Mage? Well, I would imagine, although it's not listed here, he probably has a cantrip for it. And it's more like he stuffs them into some sort of dark dimension rather than actually carrying them around. And then he just throws them out into the battle as distractions rather than actual, like, useful party members. Okay, so in his eyes, that's just as useful as having them living, just potential targets. So level 5 magic. Bane is poison elemental. Yes. And it hits the entire enemy group and has a chance of insta-killing them. And then slow 2, single targets, I believe, unlike slow 1. And again, higher chance of lowering their attack multiplier. Slow 2 can be very good. Unfortunately, we're going to be... Well, fortunately, rather than give a chance to debuff an enemy, we'll be using the Ruse spell to increase our evasion instead. Same basic concept, but I like evasion more. Slow 2 you could actually stack, though, because then their chance at a crit would be lower because they only got 1 hit per turn rather than multiples. I'll think about it. Warp, you can't learn yet, but we must save a spot for it, or else we can't get the Mass Immune, and theoretically can't even win the game. So, well, it would be harder. If we want to have a good chance at beating Chaos, we're going to need to get Mass Immune and run away. And we need this spell to do it. Learning all about magic. I got my heals, I got my tents, I got my cabins. Back to the ice cave. We did a little bit of a round trip there for some fun. Small world tour. And Black Man didn't die, he was lost in an alternate dimension, basically. This guy... I just happened to have a save file with a solo Black Mage at a very similar level. I was just a little bit off as Black Man, and that let me sort of take over the same run with this one, even though it's technically a little different. Bad luck followed by really good luck. Would there be any reason to go to Gurgu Volcano first? Because the ice cave was destroying me. And I haven't got any levels up. Well, I've got the better gold ring, at least. That's something. I could level up, I could go to Gurgu Volcano, or I could try to win this. We're just going to try to win this. I really just want to get promoted so I can get Nuke. That's... Protect Ring and Nuke. That's all I really want right now. Bowel movement. Yeah, you know. I was really creative when I named this team, as you can probably guess by the name of the other 3 members. If I could just get a chance to do anything, it would be amazing. At least you can see now with the gold ring, these guys, unless they get a critical, they don't actually hurt much. So that'll help. We'll take a bit less damage. Maybe those frost giants won't be so hard to take out. It's gonna be tough. I feel like if I fail it a few times, I'll go level up to 30, basically. If I just can't seem to beat this dungeon at this level. But maybe the gold ring will tip the scales. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they still hit so hard. Like, look at that. Like, yeah, look at that. I didn't even get stun locked. I just got destroyed. Can't run from these guys. They can run from me. How is that fair? That would be another perk for leveling up a little bit more. If I was at a higher level, more of the enemies would run from me, which would make it a little bit easier. Come on, you need to get out of here. Cannot stick around sorcerers. Terrible. Okay. The Room of Doom. Every time the Room of Doom. Can't get through that without a battle, basically. I think we're dead. Shucks. My luck stat is not high enough for this right now. Oh, hey, let's use that Zeus's Gauntlet just to prove it works. Bam! Lightning 2 for free. We'll be using those a lot more for our Thief and White Mage runs. As you'll see. As you'll see. Don't get wrecked. Sir, I was unable to follow that advice. Okay, let's start a countdown. I'm going to say we have 10 lives right now. Just as a random number. If I die 10 times, then I will go level up to 30, I guess. It's a fair, nice number. We'll probably do it at the Power Peninsula because it's close and probably about as quick as it's going to get. There goes our first life. We have 9 remaining. I may give myself some extra lives if I make it farther towards the end. Like, if maybe every time we kill the eye, if I'm able to kill the eye ever, but if I manage to get that far, I'll go +1. That way I can't end on a nearly finish. The Great Pede! I'm glad you can run away from them. They're actually quite tough. Lots of HP on those guys, like nearly 400 or even more maybe. Okay, Room of Doom! No dice. Ah, oh, paralyzed. Get out of there! Alright, we got out of there. That's what counts. Alright, making some progress this time. So far. Okay. No, don't do that. Come on, get out. Get out. Okay, those guys still. The gold bracelet, you know, it makes a difference, but it's still not enough. That's like, we're almost as high of armor as we're ever going to get. There's opal bracelet. I guess the opal bracelet is a big upgrade. And so is the ribbon. But still, like, you just take so much damage here. Okay. So, looks like we make it to the eye. It's not bad. Slow her down. Maybe we got this. Maybe we got this and all this. I threatened the game with quitting, and now it's like, don't worry, you got this, bro. Alright. Now, this would also be a battle where if you had a white mage, it wouldn't be so difficult because you could cast silence or mute, and then he couldn't insta-kill you. Dang it! Every time! I don't think we fought him yet. That's like the 4th time, and he just kills you instantly every single time. First shot. I wonder if my magic defense is bugged for some reason. Alright, that's 8 lives remaining for sure. I thought we had something special. I thought that was going to be another death. Managed to not get rubbed out. Okay, making progress. That took took a bit of damage there. Definitely hurts. Ooh. Big hit at the end there. Almost finished us. Ah. Oh, that's it again. 7 lives remain. I don't feel terribly positive about this run. The ice cave may be just too much for this little black mage to handle. 6 lives remain. That was quick. Burning through my lives real fast. Not killing all the wizards is a bad idea. As is demonstrated right there. Lightning 3 failed us. What is that? 5 lives remain? Well, halfway through our lives. Barely can make it through the first floor. Four lives remain. Wow, so much for that gold ring. Does nothing. I didn't think we were actually going to lose. I thought we were going to be able to win this. Alright, 3, I think? Hopefully I'm not miscounting, but we'll go with 3. Must just be not high enough level. Not even close. 2 lives remain. Preemptive enemy strike first. Wiped. I mean, that's how you fight wizards. It's fine. It doesn't even hurt. Okay, thank you for going quickly, Black Mage. I appreciate that. Is that 2 lives left or 1 life left? We'll say 2 lives left. Next one's our last one. I'm probably adding in a couple extra by accident, but... Oops. Wow, that's fine. I don't have a very high confidence interval right now. Seeing as we've made it to the eyeball once out of like over 10 runs. And he just killed me instantly. Wow. I'm sure we made it through this without so much trouble. Alright, this is our final run until we go level grinding. I don't know why we're getting just crushed so badly. I'm gonna go have to look back at my other videos to see just how lucky I got in this ice cave. Cause like... the last... and this is it, not even close. Yeah, the last 3 solo runs, I am sure that the ice cave did not pose much a threat. And I didn't think I was really any higher level than 25. Certainly not with a fighter who beat the game at 35. Oh well. Just gotta bow your head in shame and sail off to the Power Peninsula once more. Well, there are other areas we could train now. Anywhere up north where we near Mount Ordeal or Castle Ordeals, we could train there. But the monsters are quite tough and not as uniquely weak to fire as they are here. Fire 3 will win us a lot of fights here quick. Like this fight. Not bad. I think I can save some more Fire 3s for later. Maybe I shouldn't have. Ah, it's fine, it's fine. So, Getting nearly 4,000. That nearly got us a level up from that one fight. It's not really appropriate boss music, but we're fighting the level boss. You try to get your levels up. Try to finish this with ice too, I guess. Yeah. Level up! Now we're totally high enough level to go kill the ice cave. Let's go try that again, right? I think that was a good HP level up, at least. I suppose leveling up here will be a little bit easier with the gold ring, because, again, we'll take a little bit less damage. So that's a perk. I'm glad I did the Castle of Ordeals. I mean, we one-shot that one. It was not a big problem, really. And it did give us a reasonable upgrade, so... You know, I'm tempted to try slow on some of these groups, but... I'm more hopeful that we just get a wipe from Fire 3 and just kill a bunch of enemies instantly, but... Yeah, like when you can do 300 damage from fire, that's... Fire 3, that's what you really want to see. Ooh. Got off clean. Uh-oh. I think I used all my... No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I used all my level 3 magic. See, that's why we use Fire 3 instead of slow. Because you can kill half the group in one cast. Nice! That's the kind of level up I like. Or experience I like. Well, if we can ever get to Leafin, we can get 2 nukes. Everyone's just sitting around waiting for the day we can nuke stuff, pretty much. Yeah, it's a pretty effective leveling up spot still. Even if it's not the most interesting content. This is still considerably more engaging than grinding for those thief levels. And much less time consuming overall. Like, we're still getting a level up every few fights. Maybe every 10 fights or so. Is not your bands permanent? Depends on which link you click. And if they're coming back with a different username or whatever, different IP, they'll just circumvent them, I guess. Ooh, they almost got me. There's enough wolves to warrant a Fire 3, in my opinion. I mean, the thing is, are they the exact same name as a spammer? Or is there one character different, which means they're different accounts? There's that level up. Whee! My thumb gets a little workout every time we do that. No, that was the wrong one. Good, ban Nightbot. I don't know. That's the only button I have, and once he's been timed out, I don't actually see his, Actually, I forgot to turn that off. Hold on. I don't usually like these up, because I accidentally click on them. Like that! But, like, I can't click on his name after he's been timed out already, so... Oh, no, there we go, there we go. You guys get to see me do it. Maybe? So there's permanent ban, 24-hour ban, purge, temporary timeout. I'm assuming you have access to all of these options, Shinga? It was obviously an account created today just for this purpose, so... Yeah, it says he's already banned. Should be fine. Whatever you did, it should be okay. That was close! Almost got me. Poor little mage. I guess I should use a house, huh? Yeah. You can say that about just about every single track from this game. Definitely one of my favorites as well. Kill us some more wolves. So what do you guys... What do you think? You think level 30 is going to be enough for the ice cave? I know we've been struggling, but, you know, we'll be way stronger at 30, right? We'll probably have maybe 50 more HP, 10 more magic defense. I think it's +2 per level. What else do we have? We'll have more spell charges, a little bit more evasion from the levels up. Every time you get agility, you get +1 evasion. What else will we have in our advantage? Not a lot. It's a little bit of magic defense, a little bit of HP, tiny bit of evasion and agility. Unfortunately, the Black Mage doesn't get a very good agility growth unless you you can save before a level up and get better attribute growth if you want to do it. Stat maxing, it's kind of... I would consider it probably cheating. I wasn't expecting to live this many turns against 3 giants. Not at all. Alright, killed them with ice. I get the feeling it will take 2 trips to this Power Peninsula to finish my level 30 grind. Which isn't bad. That's probably altogether like half an hour, maybe. Maybe less. Whew. The difference is we're actually winning these battles rather than getting wiped in them. The bad part is using up a lot of my heal potions.